Welcome to the cold email crash course. My name is Kadus. I'm co-founder of Inframail, and I want to have this crash course here for you to explain everything about cold email, everything you need to know. And just to give you a brief high-level overview of the actual course material, let me go over this right now. So we go over a bunch of stuff here. We're going to go over what cold email is. We're going to have a mindset module, appointment setting goals, how to create your inboxes, warm up, how to record a Punchy VSL, how to get testimonials without clients, how to build a landing page, LinkedIn optimization, because you need that for cold email, believe it or not, how to write your copy, banger copy. That's just amazing and that converts like crazy. How to scrape unlimited leads for cold email, how to set up your first campaign, how to do inbox management and reply to those people, objection handle, subsequences, all that stuff. So let's get started with the first module, which is what is cold email. So number one, for the people that do know what cold email is, please skip this video. But one thing I can say is it is not spam. So it's number one, defined as unsolicited email to a targeted company, person with a relevant offer, partnership, sponsorship, introduction. So cold emails have been sent and been used for decades to introduce people to do really a lot of things, right? And this is not spam. It's only spam when you keep sending emails to someone after they've said stop, right? And it's how the biggest companies, by the way, in the world still get clients in 2024. If you've ever heard of what a SDR is, a sales development representative, they literally get paid $60,000 to $80,000 a year to send 50 emails per day each from their main domain, right? And I've talked to SDRs literally in real life, 70, 80K a year, sending 30, 40, 50,000 emails or 50 emails per day, right? When you can actually just do the output of 50 SDRs with just one person, right? So companies have anywhere from 5 to 50 of these SDRs on their team. They're paying them a bunch of money to get very, very little output. And with this method that I'm going to show you today in this course, you can do the output of 50 SDRs, like I said, with the input of one person, okay? And they don't know or understand the new way of scaling cold email. Enterprise companies do not know how to do any cold email. They don't know about the new ways to do it, and they're ages behind, which is exactly why B2B lead gen exists, right? It's literally for these companies that don't know what they're doing. So number one thing is also another thing is GDPR compliance. Basically, you want to stop emailing a business once they opt out or say stop. You do not email them about porn or crypto or a bunch of free stuff or irrelevant messages. This type of content gets triggered by spam filters. So you're just going to end up in spam, get your domains blacklisted. It's not going to be fun, okay? And just to kind of give you an example, would a bulk purchase of dresses be relevant to a roofing company? Probably not. So don't email them. Send a relevant offer to a relevant audience. That's what's considered not spam. So cold email is how you can get a predictable stream of revenue and client. If you track the inputs, you guarantee the output. If someone worked out for 6 days a week and did 6 workouts every single day, which is, the input, how would they look after 2 years? Would you guarantee baseball biceps, a huge chest, and chiseled abs? Probably, right? Because of that's the output. If someone's doing that for 6 days, that's the results that they're going to get. If you send 10,000 cold emails per day for 2 years, what would happen? Would you sign multiple clients? Would you have a very successful business? Probably, right? So conclusion, send cold emails. So I'll see you in the next module, which is going to be a short mindset module. I do recommend watching it because I have some really, really cool stuff in there that's never been seen in a mindset module. So just take your time to watch it. It's a couple minutes long or a few minutes long, but it's going to literally change your world. So I'll see you in the second module. Welcome to the mindset module. This is going to be module number 2. I don't want to bore you with this, but number 1, I just want to tell you that I live currently in my dream city because of these techniques. I live in New York City. You could see literally outside how beautiful this view is of all these crazy monumental buildings that are built in New York City. I mean, this is literally just makes me emotional even being here. But so with this mindset module, I want to go over patterning, which literally the CIA wrote about. A CIA government document published something called patterning, right? Before, I'm going to preface this with saying mindset is the key to everything, right? Exactly what you believe that you're going to get or what you're going to get is what you're going to get, if that makes sense. So pro at life, right, is the kind of mantra that I live by of being professional at living life. We do this by being confident, having an abundance mindset, knowing that everything will work out. It's ultimately just growth, happiness, and love, right? And this abundance mindset, this belief that there are enough resources in the world for everyone. You will get rich, and so will others that try to get rich if they really want to get rich and if they really believe that they can, if they're competent enough, if they have the skills, right? And the belief, by the way, comes from your competence. So obviously you might not feel like you can get rich because you're so maybe far behind at this current moment. But then the more skills you acquire, you realize, well, I do know that, and I know that, and I know these 5 other things and these 10 other things. So I definitely can get rich, right? It's kind of how this belief system works. And Obviously, you want to manifest a lot of things. I know this sounds like some random stuff, but something theoretical made real. You make it real by feeling it, and thinking it isn't enough. It just simply isn't enough. You can imagine all these things, but you have to imagine how you'd feel being in this luxury condo. I imagine how it felt to be in New York, and when I walk the streets, I literally am like, I cannot believe I'm in New York. It's also been, I would say almost a year, and I'm still having these thoughts and these feelings of just this pure bliss, and being able to provide for my mom when she needs it, being able to effortlessly pay for rent and for food and my expensive gym membership, for example, right? All of these things are the feelings that I've had and manifested a year and a half ago when I graduated. I didn't know what I wanted to do, and it's just really awesome. So the consciousness energy grid is a CIA, documentation that literally explains what it is, and this is exactly what patterning is. And I'm going to read you the first few sentences. It's a technique that involves the use of consciousness to achieve desired objectives in the physical, emotional, or intellectual sphere. And by the way, I'm going to leave this, literally this, CIA government document in this link, so you can click it and go and read it for yourself, because this is a real document on the CIA.gov government website. It's a real thing. It is not fake. It's not some random stuff, right? And they talk about how you can use your consciousness to get everything you want out of life. It involves concentration of the desired objective while in a focused 12 state, extension of the individual's perception of that objective into the whole expanded consciousness and its projection into the universe, with the intention that the desired objective is already a matter of established achievement, which is destined to be realized within the time frame specified. So literally it just says that if you manifest something, you believe something, and you say this is when it's going to happen in a year, 2 years, 3 years, whatever, that's exactly when it will happen. Okay? So to-do list, obviously you can go more into that, in depth in that, but what is your desired goal in 3 to 6 months? What inputs do you need to achieve it? What do you need to actually do? If you want a dream body, you need to go to the gym 4, 5, 6 times a week. You need to, get in those sets, those reps over and over and over again over the course of months, and it is inevitable that you will get the body that you want if you do those inputs, right? If you take it day by day. So what do you need to improve? And then you think about these things, your desired objective, how long it'll take you to get there, and then it's done. It's literally done. And imagine this, you make it realistic. Don't break reality, or else it will break incorrectly. And it actually talks about it in patterning. So if you don't have the skills to do, what you're doing, and you're not putting the work in to get the results that you want, it's going to break reality in a way that you don't want it to happen. A lot of things are going to be messed up, and it actually talks about it here. So I want to read this word for word. In other words, the technique of patterning recognizes the fact that since consciousness is the source of all reality, our thoughts have the power to influence the development of reality in time-space as it is. Applies to us if those thoughts can be projected with adequate intensity, which means that, you have to really believe it and imagine it in every single possible detail. However, the more complicated the objective, getting rich is pretty complicated, the objective sought, and the more radically it departs from our current reality, the more time the universal hologram will need to reorient our reality sphere to accommodate our desire. So if you want something like 50K per month or 100K per month and you're at 2K per month, you can't say that I'm gonna be there in 2-3 months. It just doesn't make sense, right? Reality can possibly make it happen in a year, in 2 years, in 3 years, right? You have to give, this universal hologram enough time. But again, this is, of course, you can believe it if you want. At the end of the day, what you believe is the reality that you receive, right? And keep in mind that you will get more no's than yeses when you're going through this journey. It's just inevitable. When I did sales, I got thousands of no's a day, or I would say hundreds of no's a day, to get 1 or 2 yeses that would literally, make me have $700 to $800, $1,000, $2,000 in commissions per day, right? Literally, that was my job in university. So you have to embrace the no's and know you are one step closer to a yes. One client changes everything. And I remember, 3 clients, and you're earning 6 figures per year, 2,800 times 3, 8,400 per month, times 12 months is $100,800 a year. And imagine how free you'll be. Imagine what your friends will think while you work less and live freely. Imagine what it will feel like to have a consistent system that will give you a client in a predictable time frame. It's just going to be, it's the amazing, the feeling is literally indescribable. I can't even explain it to you. Okay? Keep trying. You are supposed to have more short-term losses than wins. Quick story, by the way, how I manifested being CEO of a software company. It's a crazy story because I basically, was graduated college in August. I got, Iman's course, and I wanted to learn how to start an agency, blah, blah, blah. So I packed my bags. I moved to Mexico for 2 months. My girlfriend was there for the first 10 days. And then, the rest of the 2 months, basically, I was there by myself, learning and going down this rabbit hole. And I remember I got back to Vegas and things were working out kind of well. I mean, I signed my first client for like $3,400. I was making money. And I just didn't like what I was doing. I didn't like having a solar agency. I didn't like the agency fulfillment. I just really liked software. I've always been a tech guy. That's what my degree is in. I've always loved computers. I loved software. I loved apps, all that stuff, right? And I really was like, hey, God, I really want you to I manifested, whether you believe in God or not, I manifested, hey, I want to be a leader in a software company. I want to be able to manage it and lead it and do all this. And I think I really have the skills to do it. And literally 3 months later, I'm the CEO of a software company, Inframail.io, and and also a co-founder. So this is just a quick story. I really manifested being in that position, and I just dreaded everything in that moment that I was doing, and it caused me to change, and it gave me this opportunity that landed, and obviously hard work creates luck. So I hope this was not too long. I just wanted to kind of give you a little bit of a encouraging undertone to the story, but yeah. So I'll see you in the next module. We're going to talk about some metrics, and I'll see you in module 3 of your appointment setting goals. So peace out. So welcome to module 3. This is appointment setting goals. So I want to quickly go over this video. I actually have to delete this video right in front of you guys. Whatever. I made a bunch of videos before. I just didn't like them, so I re-recorded them. But anyways, appointment setting goals. So this is the metrics that you want to hit when it comes to sending cold emails, and I'm going to basically show you how to calculate based on the results that you want with cold email, how many cold emails you need to send per day. Because people ask me, they're like, well, do I send, is 500 enough? What if I send 2,000? What are my results going to be? And I'll just give you a base metric. Again, this could give you more or less results. So it doesn't guarantee anything, but this is just a base metric. And this is being very, very conservative, right? So you have 3 tiers that I talk about. Again, you could do way more cold emails than this, but 20,000 cold emails a month, 40,000 cold emails a month, and 60,000 cold emails per month. And each of these emails will give you a predicted amount of closes. So 20,000 emails should give you 1 close at the least. I mean, if you're sending 20,000 cold emails and you're not closing 1 person, there's a huge problem, right? To kind of break it down briefly, 1,000 emails per day times 20 days. You're not sending on weekends, for example. 20,000 emails, right? 1% reply rate. Let's say you get 200 replies out of that month, okay? Let's say out of those 200 replies, only 20% of them are positive responses, which is fair, right? 40 positive replies out of 200. Let's just say 160 of them are just people that say, no, I'm not interested, out of office, whatever it may be. And then you have 40 warm leads now, right? And then let's just say 8 out of the 40 warm leads book a call, which is a very fair number. It's literally like 20%, right? So you're getting 20% of the warm leads that book a call in with you. Let's just say the other 32 didn't book in a call. It was hard to get a hold of them. Maybe they convert the next month, etc. You get 8 book calls with a 20% close rate. Give or take, you close 1 person, you're good, and you got 1 close. So the more you increase your volume, the more your closes and everything will increase. Obviously, the more emails you want to send per day, the more domains you need to buy. So 2,000 emails per day times 20 days, same logic, you get 3 closes, and same thing with 60,000 emails, you get 4 to 5 closes. So the formula is C equals the amount of closes, E equals the amount of emails. So denominator is 0.00008. If you go based off these metrics of like 20% positive reply rates, etc. Again, you could obviously manipulate this to however you want. But if you want 10 closes, you do 10 divided by 0.00008, and then it'll tell you how many emails you need to send per month. So with this, you can replace this number. So this is like a variable basically. You can replace it with like, I want 1 client a month or 2 clients a month, and it will basically show you how many emails you need to send that month. And halas, and then you finish. So let's move on to the next module. And I don't even know what the next module is, but enjoy. I hope you enjoyed this video. The next one is probably going to be, let's just go through it right now because might as well keep it real, right? How to create your inbox. So now the next module is going to be literally how to create your inboxes for the outreach and how to authenticate all the records, SPF, DKIM, DMARC. We're going to automate this whole process so you don't have to worry. You're not going to have to spend hours doing it, which is the old way of doing it. So yeah, I'll see you in the next module. Peace out. Welcome to module 4. So in this one, we're going to talk about how to create your inboxes, how to set up SPF, DKIM, and DMARC. In short, SPF, DKIM, and DMARC are basically authentication records so you don't land in spam. It takes a very, very long time to set it up if you do not use this method. So I recommend, staying for this tutorial and automating it because there's not many ways to do it. So the question is, how many inboxes do I need for outreach? A lot of people say, how many domains do I need to buy? How many, but basically, what does the infrastructure look like? So the rule of thumb, 1 domain is going to have 2 to 3 inboxes, right? 1 inbox is going to send 50 emails per day. 50 emails is going to be 25 warm-up and 25 campaign emails. So to kind of explain this at a high-level overview, let me actually pull this up real quick. So just to give you a high-level overview, for example, you have your main domain, right? Whatever your main website is right now, let's just call it Gatorade.com, right? You buy variations of these domains. It's going to be like Gatorade Red, Gatorade Blue, Gatorade Reach, Gatorade Scale, and then you're going to create 2 to 3 email addresses per each domain, and then you're going to have to actually host these email inboxes with a certain server. We use Inframail because it's the most affordable. It automates the whole SPF, DKIM, DMARC thing that I told you about. And then you plug those inboxes into Instantly, Smart Lead, or Reach Inbox, which are sending software. They warm up the emails for you, and then that's where you track the reply rates and the campaigns and the open rates and all that, right? And you also upload your leads in there. So you warm up the emails in one of these 3 softwares, whichever one you choose. And just to kind of give you another high-level overview, Instantly is more so for beginner cold emailers, very, very easy to use. It's like the iPhone of cold email. Smart Lead is like the Android of cold email, a lot more features, but a little bit more for advanced cold emailers. And then Reach Inbox is a new tool that just came out, very, very good. I recommend them. And you import a hyper-targeted lead list. We have a free document on how to do this, and it's also going to be in the course, how to actually scrape leads and what tools to use depending on your niche, so you don't have to worry about that. And then boom, you start sending 1,000 emails per day. So going back, let me actually exit these out. Going back to, this whole process. So one inbox, send 50 emails per day. So out of one domain, you can send 150 inboxes, but Warmup is also going to be half of that. Campaign emails are going to be the other half, right? So if you want to send 1,000 emails per day, you're going to need to like double up that volume. And 1,000 emails is going to be divided by 50 emails per inbox, right? 20 inboxes divided by 3, which is going to be 6 domains. So you need 6 domains, right? And then each of them are going to have 3 inboxes each, about 20 inboxes. I mean, technically it's actually, 18 inboxes, but we're just rounding it up. And then each of them are going to send 50 emails per inbox. And then boom, you're at 1,000 emails per day, right? And then the formula, the number of domains you need, this is based on the volume of emails you want to send per day. So you're just going to do the number of domains equals total emails sent per day over the emails sent per inbox divided by 3, right? So it's pretty simple. And then 2 options to receive your email campaign replies. Forwarding, you can forward to an @Gmail, @Yahoo, or Outlook account, or your primary business domain if that's on Google or whatever. And the pros to this is email replies come on time, so you're never going to miss them. And the cons, when you reply, it will be from the email you forwarded from, unless you configure it properly using this documentation that I have. So you can click here for that. I don't want to go step by step because this is more of like an optional thing, but you can configure it using that documentation. It's very, very easy to use. I'll just kind of jump into it real quick. So this gives you literally like a whole, inbox management overview, and I just kind of put it in here just so you know how to set it up. So it's really, really easy to use. It doesn't take that much time. So moving on, you can also use the Unibox. So the Instantly, Smart Lead, and Reach Inbox also have a built-in reply, area or reply, system. So the pros of this is email replies are all in one place on the email sending platform, Instantly, Smart Lead, Reach Inbox, etc. But the cons is you may miss some email replies due to their API connections having delays. It can come either late or not at all. So these are the two things. Obviously, forwarding is a lot better, but Unibox is also really good if you just want ease of use, right? I use Unibox personally. So redirecting to your main website and your landing page, this is going to be easy. It's part of that setup process. So you redirect all of the burner domains you bought from cold email to go to your main landing page or your website. So we do this, by the way, because we want the person that received the email to look up our domain and land where our offer and testimonials are, right? We don't want them to land in like a random place. So if our main domain is Gatorade.com and we have this beautiful, pretty website, and then we have GatoradeReach.com, which basically is the same thing as Gatorade.com. We want people to just go, see Gatorade.com and just not land on like a random place. And then you export your file to your email sending platform, which is the file. We give you a file when you use Inframail. It's the tutorials right here, the demo right here below. You're going to get all of your inboxes in a CSV file. You take that over to an email sending platform and you bulk upload all of them, right? And then you warm up for 2 to 4 weeks. We recommend 2 weeks at a minimum, and we will discuss the warm up settings in the next module, okay? And the 2 reasons you should use Inframail instead of Google, Outlook, or Zoho is because you save days of setup. So setting up Google and Outlook inboxes, although they have great deliverability, takes 15 to 20 minutes per inbox to set up. And configuring SPF, DKIM, DMARC, forwarding, and redirects, all that stuff, you will need to do this for 15 to 20 inboxes, which takes 5 to 6 hours easily, right? It's just very draining to set up. You're going to set up like the first 10, 15, 20, and you're just not going to want to scale because it's just such an egregious process, right? Inframail sets up 15 inboxes and configures all the records in seconds. So, I mean, there's no other really platform that does this. And the second thing is you save thousands of dollars. So setting up Google and Outlook inboxes is $6 per month per inbox. This gets costly very quick, and setting up 100 inboxes with Google will take 30 hours of continuous work, and $6, $6 times 100 inboxes is $600 per month, which is a lot of money, right? So you need to not only buy the domains for those 100 inboxes, which is like 33 domains, right? You also need to pay for each single inbox. With Inframail, you get unlimited inboxes for $99. So you can have 100, you can have 300, you can have 500, right? You just purchase the appropriate amount of domains on the platform itself. So this is the tutorial here. And to kind of give you a high-level overview as well, you can log in, you sign up. This one is a step-by-step process of how to actually set it up. It's very, very easy to do. And if you ever get stuck in the process, obviously you have this course, but you can also just click stuck, and then it'll take you exactly to the spot that you're at and, be able to explain it. So it's pretty cool. So I'll see you in the next module. We'll talk about the warm-up settings. Very, very simple stuff, and peace out. So I want to jump right into this on how you can actually go from buying domains, configuring all the records with automation, and taking it over to Instantly, Smartly, or Reach Inbox in basically seconds. So let's get started. So let's take these off because they are fun and they look great, but I do want to actually give you guys this demo because it is awesome. So as you can see, you have 3 steps here. The first thing you want to do is subscribe, which is a very easy, simple thing to do. We have the unlimited pack and we have the agency pack. Very, very simple. You're basically going to host unlimited domain emails with this plan. The only difference between the unlimited plan and the agency pack is pretty simple. Unlimited plan has 1 dedicated IP. Agency pack has 3. And then with the unlimited plan, you can set up 5 domain setups per day. With the agency pack, you can have 15, which is literally only there because we want to prevent our servers from getting, blacklisted or anything like that, or just have any trouble there. So we slowly add on domains. We don't want anyone to come on and just spam a bunch of people. So I recommend anyone that starts to go with the unlimited plan. So let's subscribe to that. And then once you're done, you're going to create your profile, which is step 2. All right, so once you put in your information, you subscribe, you're going to create your profile. You're going to put in your first name, last name, address. And this is just only so when you buy domains, you're the owner of them. So we have to log this information. And this data is obviously private, never will be sold. So just fill that out. So I filled out all my information. Step 2 is already done. Now we're going to go straight into buying domains, and I want to show you this new AI layer. So what I really love about this is you can generate domains using AI. So, you can go with your agency name based on your agency name. Let's say you're in solar or whatever else. Let's say you have, Up Solar Agency. You could put Up Solar, right? And then you click generate, or you want to click the amount of domains, 5, you generate, and then it's going to automatically generate all the domains for you. Pretty simple right here. Very, very easy to do. You're going to wait a little bit, and then boom, you already have all of the domains right there. Upsolar Master, Upsolar Source, Upsolar Geek, Upsolar Link, Upsolar Wise, and then you're just going to click buy, and then you're good to go. So boom, I just bought the domains. Now it's registering all the domains. Very, very simple stuff. It's going to basically have a green check mark here. It takes a few seconds, and then you'll be good to go in basically shortly. Now you're done. Now it's going to add the hosting for you. Again, you're not touching anything. It's going to add the host details, and also add the SMTP relay. Very, very simple stuff. You're not going to touch anything right here. Give it a few minutes. If you're a first-time user, it's going to take, slightly longer, but once you actually go through the flow one time, it's going to be very, very quick. It's going to basically take virtually no time. So now the next step is just going to be making your cPanel. So when you do that for the very first time, again, it's just going to be a one-time thing. So you're going to generate password here, and you're going to save it somewhere in your notes, anywhere. I could just save it even right here. Then you're going to click this little blue link right here. It's going to say cPanel page. Take that password that you just pasted or copied, put it right here. And then we also generate you the username. So you're going to copy that, paste that right in here. And then very, very simple. And just like that, you're into cPanel. You're going to go into the search bar, type in API, manage API tokens, and then you can literally name this whatever you want. Press create, and then you're going to take this token here. You're never going to have to do anything over there with that ever again. You paste that in, you set it, and then you're good to go. And then the next step is going to be the DMARC, which literally takes 2 seconds. Very, very easy. It's going to do it all for you, so don't even touch anything. Boom, done. Now it's going to do the name servers for you, which is super, super simple. It's going to take seconds. You just added the SPF records, all that stuff. Now you're going to pick the platform that you're actually going to send the emails from. You could, let's say, for example, do SmartLead, set that, and then you're good to go. You're going to actually add the custom tracking domain in this section. We're going to automate the whole process for you, so you don't have to add it when you go over to, either the Instantly or SmartLead or wherever else, or just a cPanel on our back end. So now we're going to go into the inbox creation. Again, this is very, very simple. You're going to click generate inboxes. We recommend 2 to 3 inboxes per domain, but you can go custom. Let's just say we go with 3. This is going to be the email ID. So for example, my name's Kudus. I'm going to have Kudus, and then I'm going to do Kudus.m, and then I'm going to do Kudus.ma, for example. So that's going to basically be the email ID. So it's going to be Kudus@Kudus.m@, and then the sender name, you can put your sender name here. This is basically going to be where, when your email sends, it's actually going to show the first and last name, kind of like where Instantly and Smartly have that first name and last name sender name area. Then people will see that. They'll also see the email, but this is actually the name that it comes from. So boom, I put my first and last name there, put the email IDs. Now I click save, and then it propagates this whole thing right here for you. So each domain is going to have 3 inboxes. You're going to generate all the passwords and then create. Just like that, you're done. In a few seconds, you just spun up literally 15 inboxes in basically 3, 4, 5 seconds. And we're almost there. We just spun up 15 inboxes. We're going to go to the forwarders now. I personally use, the Unibox, but if you want to use an actual main Gmail or main, workspace account, whatever, you can feel free to do that. And you just put whatever email you want here. In this case, we're going to skip, but this is where your forwarders will be. So this will forward to whatever email you put. We're going to skip that for now. And then this is going to be the redirects. Very, very important. This is going to basically be where your domains redirect to. So when someone types it in, you're going to obviously want them to go to a main website. Everyone should go to the same landing page or something like that, just so they can actually see the offer that you're presenting. You don't want to have them end on a 404 page or an error page or no website page. They're going to think it's scammy. So you're going to set that, right? And then this is a cool thing that we added on the very last part. Is before you upload it, you can actually choose to turn on warm-up and how many warm-up emails you would like to start with, etc. We're going to actually put that into the CSV file, and then you can take that over to Instantly, and then the warm-up's automatically going to start. Everything's already going to be good to go. You set it, you generate the CSV, and just like that, voila, you take that Smart Lead file, and you go take it over to Smart Lead. So you're going to go to Smart Lead, go over to email accounts, and then you're going to drag and drop the CSV file. So just like this, I'm going to, boom, drag and drop it, and then now I have all of my emails right here. I upload it straight into Smart Lead. Very easy. Warmup's already enabled. It's going to just check mark everything. Like I said, custom tracking's already been added. Everything, all the settings have been enabled. You just have to wait for the green check marks to pop up, and then once you're done, you're good to go. You go back there, and then you're going to automatically start warming up all of your inboxes, which is awesome. And now we're done just like that. We literally have all of everything right here waiting for us, all with Warmup enabled, just like that. So I hope you enjoyed this little beta Inframail 3.0 tutorial. So it's going to be very easy to set up. The second time around, it's much easier, but that AI layer with the generating domains and the basically making it way easier to set up your emails is the best part of all this. And we're going to have a lot more features coming in. We're going to hire a customer success manager. We're going to have the IP health monitoring system. You can also, we have a new addition, which is the domain renewals. You can actually turn off the domains that you buy within Inframail. So if you go back to Inframail, you go to subscription, you're going to go view domain renewals, and then the domains that we just bought are here. And if you want to auto renew them, you could just put them on or off, whatever you like. So just like that, super simple. I hope you guys enjoyed this beta. Please, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. See ya. So welcome to Module 5. This is how to warm up your inboxes and what warm-up actually is. It's just another high-level overview. So I'm going to have a video tutorial of the warm-up settings that you're going to want to use for Instantly, for example. And it applies to Smart Lead, Rich Inbox, etc. So I'm going to leave the warm-up tutorial, which is going to be just a very short one of how to take your inboxes and actually take them to Instantly or Smart Lead or whatever. It's actually in the last module, but this one, it will take you to the exact place you said as you can see of the video. So what is email warm-up? So email warm-up is putting all the email inboxes you created into a pool with other people that have email inboxes as well. And this pool exists in email sending softwares like Instantly, Smart Lead, Rich Inbox. And during warm-up, you don't do anything manually. You literally just press one button and it will send and receive emails on your behalf, reply to emails on your behalf, and you allow AI and automations to send, reply, and mark emails on your behalf from other people in the pool just like you. And this will make ESPs, Google, Outlook think that they're real humans and therefore increase their email reputation. So you subscribe to a warm-up software. Instantly is $97 a month. Smart Lead, $94 per month. Instantly versus Smart Lead, I have a little blog here. Like I said, just to reiterate, Instantly is like the iPhone of cold email. If you're a beginner, I recommend using them. Smart Lead is more of like the Android. If you're an advanced cold email or you plan on it, having these more features that you want to use, or you're going to be like a B2B lead gen agency, then you probably want to go with Smart Lead, okay? And also, Reach Inbox has a lifetime deal, which not available to anyone, but you can use this private link that I have with them, and you can get Reach Inbox, which is very similar to Instantly and Smart Lead both, but they have like an AI layer, which kind of helps you write emails and does spin tags for you, etc. Again, we'll talk about spin tags if you don't know what that is right now. And this is the last step. So if you forwarded all of your emails to one inbox in the last part of the step, if you created your inboxes and forwarded them, you can use this link. And so If you previously decided to forward all your emails to a main inbox on Google or Outlook for a better UI experience, the warm-up emails will clutter your main inbox, and this can cause visibility issues on which emails you receive as real or warm-up, right? So for example, if you're, have 100 inboxes warming up, all of the sending and stuff is going to go through your main forwarded inbox. And then when you check, your email and you're trying to, see the emails that you get from clients or from your employees or whatever it may be, or just anyone in general, then you're going to have this clutter of like warm-up, which is like fake emails that are actually just being sent out on your behalf to warm it up. So this guide above is to filter all the warm-up emails out of the inbox and still have it to forward to the inbox that you want. So you'll still be able to forward it, and then you'll just like filter out all the warm-up. So I hope this module helped. It's a very, very short one, and I'll have this video for you of the warm-up settings with Instantly, etc., and all that stuff. So yeah, it's pretty awesome, and you can actually click the link to subscribe to whichever platform that you want. So I hope you enjoy. Peace out. So welcome to Module 5. This is by far my favorite module, just because testimonials are a really important part of a business, and when people, start from square one, they don't have any results to show. They can't really build trust with clients because they don't have any testimonials. So I'll show you how to get testimonials without actually ever having a client, right? There's really two options for getting testimonials without any clients, and they're ethical ways, okay? And this is how I actually got, my first client for $3,400 per month. So why do I need testimonials? This is a huge part of getting clients. It's the way that clients can trust you. Their likelihood of achievement working with you goes up, and that's why consumers love reviews. So, obviously you can even see I should actually have 5 stars. There should be 5 stars over here, not 4 stars, because it's a 5-star thing. Okay, so there's 2 ways. Obviously, when you buy something, you always check reviews. If it's like a 4.0, it kind of like makes you not even want to buy it. You just want to buy like 4.5, 4.6, 4.7, ideally just the highest reviewed thing, the one with the best reviews. So there's 2 ways you can get testimonials without actually having clients. And that's number 1, leveraging contractors, and number 2, doing work for free or for donation. I'll tell you exactly why you do it for donation instead of just for completely free. So number 1, leveraging contractors. Pick a contractor on Upwork, ask them for their testimonials. So if you are, the way that I did it is I had a guy that was working, he was one of the media buyers for my solar agency, and I used his testimonials of him working with other solar agencies, and I showed it to my, my prospect, and it ended up becoming a client. So this contractor is part of your team. So leveraging his testimonials is ethical because, you used to say, hey, these are my team's results. This is how much we've managed, our team has managed. And that's, of course, a play on words. But again, at the end of the day, your manipulation, if you want to call it that, is for a positive outcome. You're trying to give them the best results. You're not trying to scam them, right? Are you? Unless you are. So you are using, his experience to sell potential clients. That's one way, right? Number 2 is you can do work for free or for donation. And I recommend doing it for donation to a charity because, if you offer your services for free, after 2 to 4 weeks, ask for a testimonial, okay? Number 1. But if you, do it for actually like for free, the problem is that the client won't really be working with you and set up the stuff that you want to set up and things like that because they don't have any emotional investment in the product or, your service. So it's kind of like hard to get them to work with you and like, get the information that you need to, give them results. So I recommend charging clients to donate to a charity because it makes them more emotionally invested in working with you, and your client will forward you necessary information faster when they have some financial investment tied to it. So if they're just, just imagine this, if someone's like, hey, I'll, do this for you for free, whatever, you're going to really put it off. Like, it's not something that he's like, they're, you're paying for. So you don't really care. But if you spend $10,000 or $15,000 on a product or a service, you're going to do everything you can to make it work because it's a very expensive thing, which is exactly why actually courses that are 5 or 10 grand have way better results for their clients than, courses that are 1 grand, because the quality of your prospect, the quality of your client is a lot better. So the more expensive something is, the better, and obviously any financial investment is better than no financial investment, even if it's not going to you. So and you get to make yourself feel better. It's charity, right? So I mean, you feel good and you get good karma, hopefully, and yeah. So I hope you enjoy this module. Peace out. We're going to see you in the next module. Let's see what the next module is. I believe it is, so how to record a Punchy VSL. And I'll actually show you this. This is a really cool one because the VSL that took me to $50K per month, literally the only VSL I've ever made, is what's still working to this day. And it's just like a very simple outline, and I'll show you that in this next module. So definitely stay tuned. So I hope to see you in the next one. Peace out. Welcome to module 6. This is how to record a Punchy VSL, and to make sure this is module 6, let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh no, it's 7 actually. So welcome to module Okay, so this is how to record a Punchy VSL. I'm gonna have a video tutorial obviously of this here, and I'm gonna show you below the VSL that literally took me to 50K per month. And you can see at the time that I wrote this, it had 4,300 views, and now it has 7,000 views. It's a very short one. It's a very awesome one. I didn't even have a haircut. I was literally in my house and I just pulled up a Lucid chart, and this literally scaled our software company to $50,000 per month. So what is a VSL? So a VSL is a video sales letter that sells potential clients of your offer or service. And VSLs need to be on your landing page or your website, preferably on landing page. And the length of VSLs are 3 to 10 minutes long max. The shorter the better anyway. And the outline of your VSL, obviously, it's going to be pretty simple. And VSLs get a lot more complex than this, but this is the basic structure of like literally what I did. And it works. So the first thing you want to do is you want to obviously thank them for watching the video. When they click on it, the first thing that you should be saying is, hey, thank you for clicking on the video. I will not waste your time. Let's keep this short and sweet. And you thank the person for taking the time to watch the video. Simple. Second thing, you're going to show testimonials right away. You show them the testimonials. This again is skippable if you don't have some. But again, if you pay attention to the last module, you can leverage some testimonials here. And then you have your process. So you show them your process on Canva, Lucid, Google Docs, whatever you want, and exactly what you do, what your offer consists of, what is your mechanism, what is your offer, what are you doing exactly, right? And you show them this process. You obviously, have a call to action there. Hey, book a call, tell them to book in a call to learn more information or, whatever it may be. I would recommend, more so a sales call if you're interested in learning more and you want to invest in yourself, obviously, have that call to action there. And then, another thing is you need to put in more testimonials, guarantee. If you don't have a guarantee, it's not the biggest deal, but you definitely want to have some testimonials in there. Again, you kind of reiterate that, and then you do another call to action. Tell them again, hey, book a call. So again, I left this VSL for you that I've had that has 7,000 views. Again, this doesn't even have that many views. When you think about it in the grand scheme of things, it has 7,000 views, but yet it scaled us to 50K per month, right? Which is pretty awesome. So yeah, enjoy this module. Again, just use this. And I recommend using something like Loom. So you can download Loom here. I recommend the paid plan because you can get like a 1080p HD sort of thing. I didn't even have that for this one. It was literally like kind of blurry, like had this like grainy look. It wasn't like super high definition, but again, it got results. And I've obviously reiterated this actual VSL, and I can actually add the one. Give me a second. So I just put in the new VSL in here that I literally just recorded like an hour ago, and it goes through like the whole video and has like that thank you in the beginning, the testimonials. I didn't even have much of that in this VSL, but it still worked. So that's why I said that it's skippable. But I still showed the process. I still had a call to action and everything like that, a very strong one, and it got us to where we are today. So I hope this video helped and you create an awesome banger VSL. Do not spend too much time on this. Like all of this, you should be doing this all in like literally a day. So don't overcomplicate stuff. A VSL, make sure you show your face. Everyone wants to, have like a relatable person that they can see talking about something X, Y, and Z, and show your process. Don't overthink. It doesn't have to be some professional video with crazy lighting and this crazy, whatever. Just, do what I did. I was literally behind a couch or in front of a couch, just like my apartment. So, whatever. But anyways, just record the VSL, and we're going to go into the next module, which is going to be how to build a landing page. So this is going to be actually where you put your VSL. So definitely pay attention to this one. I'm going to show you some cool stuff on actually how you, don't even have to build it out yourself. You can actually have someone else build it out for you. So peace out. I'll see you in the next module. Welcome to module 8 on how to build a landing page. So I'm going to have this video tutorial of actually how to build one, and if you want it done for you versus a do-it-yourself, I have like tutorials for both. So how to build a landing page, you have to first of all know the difference between a landing page and a website. And if you have a website, it's fine, but landing pages are super, super awesome. I have a website and also a landing page for a specific conversion goal. So a landing pages are basically designed for a specific conversion goal, right? It either wants people to opt in to something, you want to get their information, you want them to watch a video, you want them to buy a product, it's just one page of like a bunch of reading, and then like buy, right? So I'll give you an example of a landing page. This is one of the people that I started doing the agency stuff with. His name is Lucas, and he has a very simple landing page. It's very, very cool. See, stop worrying when you're getting your next qualified sales call. Cold email, warm calling, sales systems creation. We create a custom done for you A to Z client acquisition system so you don't have to micromanage your sales pipeline, deal with underperforming $3 hour VAs, or lose time and money hiring amateur lead gen agencies. So this obviously is a really, really good offer. He has his VSL here, very, very simple, book a free call. And then he has all the people that he worked with, he has testimonials, and he has the systems and processes that he uses at his agency. Same thing here. more stuff to convince. Again, predictably add 1 to 3 high ticket clients to your agency every single month. Okay, your custom done for you client acquisition system, and it shows them the whole system, and then how you can add 50K to MRR to your business. Again, what you need to be to be a good fit for them. This is amazing, right? Amazing work. You have the video testimonials here. It's like literally awesome. It's very, very simple, and you notice, right? There's no links. So notice how there aren't many links, but rather just one page of information. So here he has obviously his calendar, but there's like no other tabs, as you notice, some other websites may have, which I'll show you an example of. So a website serves as a comprehensive hub of information, interaction, various functionalities. So we'll give you an example here. So you have Equinox, which is the gym that I go to, right? You have clubs, member benefits, classes, training, spa, hotels. All of this right here, right, are things that you can read information. It has many different elements, and websites don't really convert that well, only because someone might go to hotels and then they actually want to schedule a visit, but they're like, wait, let me see what the hotels is talking about, and they'll click on hotels, and then they'll be like, oh, okay, and then now you like kind of want to go back, but you can't. You're like, okay, let me exit out, and then you do member benefits, and then you read, and then you just like get lost, and then you end up not having a specific conversion goal. So that's kind of how it works. And notice how you can browse on the website, like I said. Landing pages are what we need to send cold emails. This will allow us to convert the email reply into a sales call and close. Websites are more so for browsing, not really so much for cold email purposes, okay? A done-for-you landing page, this is what I recommend if you don't want to build it out yourself. If you have like an extra 50, 100, 150 bucks, 200 bucks laying around, hire a Fiverr landing page builder. Give this builder right here, give example to the builder, and this will be like the agency evolution website that I told you about, and you can literally just have them build it for like 80 bucks, 100 bucks on Go High Level. It's very, very easy to do. But of course, if you want to do it yourself and you don't really have the money, you can use one of these softwares to build a landing page, either Softer or GHL.com, which is Go High Level. You structure, the structure of a landing page is very simple. You have your offer, heading, and subheading, which is very simple. That's going to be like the strong, obviously offer of like sign 1 to 3 high ticket clients without this and this and this. And then you have your VSL, which we talked about in a previous module, how to actually structure your VSL, show the system, show the testimonials, show that, thank them for watching the video. Your calendar link is going to be in there, your strategy, your methodology, your expertise, kind of like how you saw on the Agency Evolution website, how they say, well, we do cold email and then we do the warm calling and we have these systems, etc. And then you have testimonials in there that basically just show the results that you've gotten for other clients, video testimonials, text testimonials, whatever you want. Another calendar link, and then more testimonials. If you have more, optional, but the more testimonials you have, of course, the better. And then in your footer, you include your LinkedIn, your Facebook, your YouTube, your Twitter, all that stuff. Make sure they're not dead links. Make sure you actually have stuff in there. And then tutorial on how to build a landing page using GHL. I'm gonna have a video in there for you on actually how to build it, and then example of my landing page video, which is super cool. So this one actually I can actually show you right now. I won't even have to have a video for it, but it's actually Inframail Watch Party. This is for our webinar funnel, and you can see we have a website, but we also have this right here. We have our header, we have our opt-in page, we have all of our the system, we have some copy here, kind of tells you, explains the process as well, our testimonials. And then, it's very, very simple. This is the bare minimum that you need for a funnel. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. You could see I call out, for recruiters and agencies, scaling cold email. So this is exactly, how it is. So, so this is a very, very short module. Get your landing page done. This, again, should take you no more than 3, 4, 5 hours. Preferably, like I said, if you have 50 or 100 bucks laying around, I recommend, just getting it done for you. It's just very simple that way. And yeah, peace out. I'll see you in the next module, which is going to be LinkedIn optimization. This is going to be a very brief one, like literally like 2 or 3 minutes. It's very important though, and I'll let you know why it's important. It's literally because if you send a cold email, they're going to look up your name, and if you don't have a professional LinkedIn, they're going to be like, who is this guy? I don't know who he is. And then it just leads to nothing. So you want to optimize your LinkedIn, have that profile pic in there, and I'll show you exactly how to do that. So I'll see you in the next module. Peace out. Welcome to Module 9. This is a LinkedIn optimization. I'm going to keep this one brief. So I want to first and foremost explain why you need to optimize your LinkedIn profile for cold email. Number one, people will search your name up when they receive your email. So they're going to search up your first and last name, and they're going to want to figure out who you are. And if they search up your company, you're going to want to have to pop up, because your LinkedIn is connected to your personal profile and also your business. So if they look up your business, regardless of what email it comes from, you're going to pop up as the CEO or the founder or whatever. You also need to look credible on LinkedIn because it is the most professional platform for people to review your skills, your expertise, your experience, etc. So I'm going to quickly go over how to actually optimize, your LinkedIn and the steps that you need to take. So you create a LinkedIn account. Number one, change your header. So the first thing is your header. So if you go to my profile here, It's all related to Inframail, infinite domain emails, zero hassle, no more countless hours setting up emails, scale email outreach in seconds. So that's like the offer that we have. That's the whole business that we have. And number 2, you're going to want to put your offer in your bio, misspelling here, hello, bio. So in your bio, you're going to want to put, I help people build and scale outbound cold email machines using Inframail, because this is what I do. So whatever yours is, I help, solar companies get 10 high intent leads per month or something like that, right? Without relying on agencies, paying retainers, etc. So you're gonna have your offer in there, okay? And then that's basically it. So the third thing also is going to be have people endorse your skills. So if you go to the bottom here, you can title yourself with certain skills that you have. So mine is project management, operations management, all the things that I've had experience in, running a clothing company, my agency, my software company. Of course, I'm not doing all these at the same time right now, but this is the skills that I've acquired over the years. So you can have people endorse them. So what I recommend is you just connect with people, endorse their skills, hoping that they're going to endorse yours. Or you could just message people and say, hey, I endorsed you. Do you mind endorsing me, etc. People will do it. It's literally like a click that you do. So it's not, a big deal. Number 4, create an About Us section. So if you go here back, right, if you click back on the skills and then you're going to go up here and then you're going to have the About section. And, I just talk about the stuff that I like to do, the businesses that I ran before, and, the offer that we have and things like that. You can use ChatGPT to write it, which is a very good idea to do. You obviously don't want to make it sound robotic. Maybe just use ChatGPT as a tool. But anyways, after you do that, you're going to upload some testimonials. So, on LinkedIn, if you upload a testimonial every, couple weeks or every month, and you just have some posts in there about information, value videos, whatever, people are going to really, 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 really like that. So it's just a good way, because your prospect will land on your page and be like, oh, this person actually has a lot of value in here, right? And they're going to like your stuff. And the other one thing is post weekly, relevant to your niche. So if you do that, I don't even post weekly. It's kind of hard to manage, but I post at least every couple of weeks, every month I'll post, and it'll just be, results, value videos, anything that I think, anything that I deem valuable. I'm actually going to start repurposing my YouTube videos on here, because I make my YouTube videos. I have like over 30 of them right now, and I post, practically 3 to 4 times a month, 2 to 4 times a month. So, very important to keep active on your LinkedIn. You don't want to make it seem like a dead LinkedIn. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this video and this module. Please optimize your LinkedIn. If you don't have an account, please make one and do this. It's very, very easy to do, and you'll get a lot better results with your cold email campaigns. Because if the ecosystem around cold email, like your LinkedIn, like your landing page and all that stuff's not done, then your cold email results are going to suffer. So peace out. Enjoy the next module, which is going to be how to write email copy that converts. People want to, I've seen, by the way, so many people write horrible copy for their cold email. I'm going to show you how to write copy that appeals to the emotion, that pulls on the heartstrings of the prospect, and it just makes them want to respond to you, right? And I will show you how to do that in the next module. So peace out. You're going to learn how to write the best copy of your life in the next module. Peace out and enjoy the rest of your So welcome to module 10. This is how to write email copy that converts. And I can tell you time and time again, out of the hundreds of people that I've helped, build this system, a lot of them do not know how to, do copywriting, how to write the proper copy. And we're first going to discuss obviously what copy is and the types of offers and things like that. And we're going to go into a very extensive conversation about how to write a really good cold email. And psychologically, what you need to appeal to a human being to make copy be able to convert. So I want to actually start with that, because that's the best way to kind of start this off. So psychological things that people can never get over, and what makes you buy and prospects buy is 8 things, and this is from a book called Cash Advertising, which I'm reading, and it's just good to add in here as a bonus. So not dying, people care about that. Satisfying hunger and thirst, not being afraid of your surroundings, being out of harm's way, sexual companionship, physical comfort, not being in pain, feeling superior to others, having the nice car and the luxury condo, etc. Protecting your loved ones, social approval, and being accepted in a social group. So this is, the reason why anyone buys at all. And I kind of want to take you through, of course, what copy is. So what is copy? Copy is short for copywriting, and copy are words you write to persuade and sell. No email should be more than 150 words. Keep it short and sweet. And in rare cases, in rare cases, will this work in your favor if you have it more than 150 words? I've seen these full page email copy that work for certain niches, but 99% of the time, if you don't have any experience, that's not going to work. Okay. B2B offer. Before you write email copy, you need to have an offer, okay? A good offer is based on 4 principles. It's the dream outcome of the prospect, perceived likelihood of achievement of that, that certain offer, whatever they want. What is the perceived likelihood of achievement? How successful, or what are the chances of them being successful with your offer? How long it takes for the prospect to win? Okay, does it take a week for them to get results? Does it take 1 day to get results? And the effort and sacrifice on the prospect's end. So the offer is based on your ICP, your ideal customer profile. You will write your offer based on the niche and ICP. Would a content agency be useful to podcast channel? Probably. Would a designer need solar leads? Probably not. Okay, so your offer is based on the niche and the ICP that you're serving. Not every offer is going to work for every niche, and that's just the way it works. So there is 2 ways to write a cold email. There is, just kind of the ones that I've summed up, is the value approach and the conversation approach. Okay, obviously you want to convert everybody to a call. And I kind of want to explain to you the difference between these two. So a value approach is a strong email with a great offer, low risk. A call to action is to send more info, case studies, custom video audit. That gives people a lot of value. And a conversation approach is direct email with a question about their company, service, interest. It could literally be 1 sentence, but that leads into something, that they might want. So the call to actions there's soft call to actions and hard call to actions. So a soft call to action is more value based, right? You're basically just asking them, hey, can I send more info? Can I send you over a 2-minute custom video, etc., etc., etc. So it's very, very, simple. A hard call to action, it asks directly for a sales or discovery call. It's like, hey, would you like to book in a 15-minute call? Very, very hard call to action, because who wants to give up, what business owner gets a random cold email and wants to give up, 30 minutes, 15 minutes, an hour of their time for something that they might not even think will help them, right? And so I want to take you through the value approach template, and then I'll go to the conversation approach template. So your subject is going to be something very simple, quick question, first name. You don't want to make it something very complex or something long or include some spam in it. So your email is going to be, hi, Matt, etc. I came across your profile on, X platform, LinkedIn, Twitter, and was really taken by your specific achievement of reaching $100,000 MRR, for example. I assist your niche, let's say, e-com or beauty products and e-com, in achieving the dream outcome of, an extra 40% in sales using email marketing while avoiding agency retainers, setup fees, etc. We work strictly on performance. Within, a 30-day time frame, we'll get you those results. Here's how I helped someone in a similar position. You give them a case study. Just be like, basically, and I'll show you an example of this. Would it be helpful if I send over a free custom audit case study? Best, Caduce, right? Now the mock-up. Hi, John. I found you on LinkedIn and I saw your recent book release. Congrats. I'm emailing you because I specialize in helping authors maximize their sales without upfront fees, retainers, or paid ads. We'll get it done in 90 days. We assisted Kaylee Williams in reaching $214,000 in sales in 64 days. Would you like to see the case study on how we did it? Best, Caduce. Very simple. Okay, very, very simple. And you can see I kind of mashed it up with the platform, the specific achievement, the niche, which is authors, maximizing the sales, which is their dream outcome, their pain points, which is, retainers and paid ads and all that stuff, and their time frame that they're going to achieve it, which is 90 days. And then the case study, which is, Kaylee Williams reaching $214,000 in sales in 64 days. And then you have the call to action, okay? Conversation approach is very similar. Subject, quick question, first name, email, hi, and it's going to be very similar in the structure, right? But the mock-up, hi John, I found you on LinkedIn and I saw you just released your book. Congrats. I'm emailing you because I help authors like you publish their books using our unique black box method, ensuring a minimum of $100,000 in book sales within 90 days. We recently assisted Kaylee Williams in generating $214,000 in sales in just 64 days. And then the call to action here is, do you currently work with a publisher or on sales strategies, right? And this kind of opens the door of like, well, you didn't really have too much of an offer. You did kind of explain what you did, but you ask a question more than anything. Do you currently work with a publisher or on sales strategies, right? And they'll be like, no, yes, whatever. So once you write your email copy, you're going to want to go through this checklist, right? Once you write your copy, it's important to check for 3 things. Your writing grade level, okay? Your email copy should be at a 4th or 5th grade reading level. This makes it easy to read, understand, and respond quickly. So you use this right here, HemingwayApp.com, okay? And I'm going to show you. So let's say for this, you're going to delete all this, okay? And I'm going to paste, for example, this copy here, okay? And I paste it into Hemingway, and you could see, right? It's at grade level 4. Obviously, it's saying that this sentence is way too long, but I'm emailing you because I help authors like you publish their books using our unique black box method, right? We ensure, we could just put we ensure, right? A minimum of 100,000 in book sales within 90 days. So this is grade level 3. This is amazing because it's very easy to understand, right? You don't want to use a bunch of big words and a bunch of random stuff. You can see I can even delete this, right? I saw you released your book. Congrats. And then again, I don't even have to put just here in 64 days, make it very, very simple, okay? And that's just how it goes. That's, the easier it is to read, the better, right? After that, you're gonna wanna put it through a spam word check, okay? Using Mail Meteor. So check your email copy for words that could get triggered by spam filters, okay? So we're gonna go to Mail Meteor. We're gonna take that same the copy that we just wrote, okay? We're gonna put it through a spam checker, okay? Now, you can see it says poor, overall score is poor, right? In this case, sometimes this can be a bit harsh, this spam checker, but it kind of puts you in check, okay? And lets you know, okay, well, what can I improve, etc. Will this, get you stuck in spam filters? Probably not, okay? But the more you kind of understand how to structure and write your copy, the better this can get. And let's say, for example, right, we ensure a minimum of 100K, okay? 100K in book sales within 90 days, in book revenue within 90 days. So you see how we fixed it, right? Again, we could put 214K in revenue in 64 days. Do you currently work with a publisher on book release strategies, right? Or you could, whatever it is. So you see right here, great, 70 words. And I can send this now. Now I have like this last piece of the puzzle. I removed all the junk words that Mail Meteor says, hey, this sucks, right? We remove those words. Boom. Now we do a spin tax check. So what is spin tax? It's the creation of several versions of the same written message by replacing words and phrases with their synonyms or other terms that have the same meaning. So I'll give you an example of that real quickly. So in this case, I said, hi, John. Hello would be a synonym, right? Good morning, synonymous, right? All this stuff, I can basically use spin tax to create variations. So when this email sends out, it's going to say, hi, John. Hey, Matt. Good morning, Kaylee, whatever it may be. And it's going to create variations. And what this does is it tricks email service providers, okay? So we use spin tax to trick email service providers like Google or Outlook to accept emails from us and not reject it due to spam. Mass emailing the same message is the definition of spam. The more variations of an email we have, the better we will inbox. You can check how many variations you have with your email using spin.me. Here's a video tutorial on how to do this. So I'm going to show you quickly how to take this, and use ChatGPT to create a spin tax for yourself, and then how to check how many variations you have to this. So just stay tuned. So this is how you can create spin tax with your email, and I'm going to show you the prompt that I wrote and stuff like that. And ChatGPT isn't perfect, but I'm going to show you what to paste it into to make these little changes and show you the variations ultimately. So what I said was create variation to the opener, closer, and body of this email using spin tax with this notation. Please make the content of the email the same. Here's the email. I pasted the email, okay, and it didn't do the best job, so I just said please replace words, not sentences, and then it actually does, now it does it properly. So I discovered, I came across you on LinkedIn. So now it's going to, send the variations and say, I found you on LinkedIn. I discovered you on LinkedIn. I came across you on LinkedIn, right? And again, it might not have the best grammar. Sometimes you see we, not long ago, assisted Kaylee Williams, which is good. We lately assisted Kaylee Williams. It's not proper. So we're going to copy this. And actually what we're going to do is actually add it to the opener and closer as well. So we're going to say, hey, please add spin tax to the opener as well as the closer. Okay, and then it will basically keep that email and then put hi, hello, greetings, and same thing, and then it's gonna, basically just do a great job at giving you the spin tax and then also add it to the closer. And I'm going to show you how to paste this in and what to use to basically see how many variations you have to this email. So click this link right here, spin.me. You're going to want to go here, and then you're going to want to just literally just paste in your email, and it's going to you see I have 177,000 variations of this email. So it's really, really awesome because now I can send, 1,000 emails per day, and it's never going to be the same email. We're going to always trick these email service providers. And again, make sure that this is like the correct spin tax and it's grammatically correct, like assisting Kaylee Williams in generating 250K in revenue, producing 214K in revenue, achieving 214K in revenue. These are pretty good synonymous things, right? Here we don't want to add lately because it doesn't really make sense, right? Now we have 118,000 variations. So you can add, and I'll show you, you might think this is a very long process to basically come up with all these spin tax variations. A lot of it is already done. And when you add, let's say for example, good morning to this, opener, watch, it goes from 100, as you can see, like look, just simply looking at this, it goes from 118,000. As soon as I add that, boom, 157,000. So it literally just produced like an extra 30, 40, or close to 40,000, 37,000 variations, 40,000 variations just based off of that one word. Again, good morning. Let's just say another one. Let's just put howdy, right? Again, goes from 157,000 to 196,000. Okay, it's literally like just another 40,000 added in variations. So it gets like, it has like this exponential thing, right? In the beginning, it'll be like slow, where you'd be like, oh, it's only 30, and then 100, and then it's like, all right, 10,000, and then be like 25,000, 67,000, whatever. That's kind of how it works, right? It's the way the permutations work with that. And very simple to do. So follow-up emails are very simple. Your second email is going to be bumping the email. It's just going to be, hey, did you see my last email? Third email, include a case study and strike some urgency. Okay. And then bonus, what makes your prospects buy? Cash advertising, right? Again, this is what we went over in the beginning. Again, try to incorporate this if you can in some way, shape, or form. Maybe not in the actual email copy, which you can if you're clever. Again, I want to, like I said, give you the tools to sharpen the blade, not give you the blade itself. But yeah, mostly in your landing page, that could be a perfect way to do it. So this is basically sums up the whole copy module. Again, this is a bit of a long one. Again, I want to make it a crash course. I don't want to go crazy in depth, but I will leave some videos for you on how to actually craft an offer and things like that. I'm going to include and plug a video in here for you to watch. It's one that I have on YouTube. It's very, very good. But nevertheless, we're going to go into the next module, which is going to be how to scrape unlimited leads for cold email. You need people to cold email, so I'm going to show you where to get them based on your niche. So peace out. Enjoy the next module. It's getting a little bit dark here in New York City. You could see, it kind of like makes it look a lot better, because when it's daytime, there's like this bright thing that kind of like covers everything, but whatever. Anyways, welcome to module 11. This is how to scrape unlimited B2B leads to cold email, plus verify them. So there's certain leads, of course, that you're going to verify, and some that you don't really need to verify because they're already verified. I'll explain everything here. So there's two kinds of leads you can get: verified leads, which cost a little bit more, and unverified leads, which cost less, but you still need to pay to verify them using other software, right? So leads you get ultimately depends on your niche. Determine the niche you'll be outreaching to: e-com, solar, B2B, local leads, whatever. And we have a bunch of unverified lead databases here. So if you want to do e-com, storeleads.com or I believe storeleads.io. I have like all the links here, so you can click storeleads.app, will give you all the best e-com leads of all the e-com stores, etc., based on the certain e-com niche. B2B leads are for Find Email. You can use Find Email for that. Again, I have the pricing here, so pricing is at $49 per month. Again, I'm going to run through these. It's a crash course, so I want to keep it short. B2B leads, again, Apollo, B2B leads, leadrocks.io. And then also local leads via Google Maps, Outscraper. So if you're going to do like local to your area, or like local in a certain city, for example, if if you're going to go for like tire shops, right, there might not be like this franchise tire shop, like, for example, like mechanics, they have like the store for cars and stuff, like AutoZone, which is like a pretty big store, right? Nationally, I think maybe it's on a coast level, but still, when you have like local tire shops, for example, that are like Vegas tire shop, then you have to find that, the tire shops local to the Vegas area, which you use Outscraper. It'll scrape Google Maps for you. SaaS, venture capital, Crunchbase, kind of expensive, but still very, very good leads and data. Social media scraper, igleads.io. It helps you scrape LinkedIn and Instagram and a bunch of different things. Twitter scraper, tweetscraper.io. This is my guy Marco that actually built the whole software. Pricing starts at $49, and it's really, really good. So if you get leads from any one of these places, an unverified database, you're going to want to verify them through email list verify co. Never bounce or zero bounce, right? So if you click them, I have the links here for you. You literally just, upload the lead list and you're good to go. And then, you just log in, you have the pricing here. So it's pretty easy. So for like 10,000 emails that you want to verify, let's say you scrape them from like Apollo, you'll have to pay $24 to verify them, which is like 0.0024 per email. The best verifier on the market that I recommend is listment.io, because it verifies catch-all emails too, which is a more expensive process, but can get you 60 to 80% more leads. So catch-all emails are basically emails that are, that you don't know, or I should say that the verification company doesn't know whether they're valid or invalid. And so because of that risk there, they don't want to give you something that's potentially invalid. They just mark it as a catch-all. And, they basically just say, well, we don't know if this is real or not. It could be a spam trap. It could be all this, stuff here. So, basically they're marked as invalid by 99% of email verifiers, but it means they are not sure if these emails are real or not. So they mark them as invalid. And a catch-all verifier puts someone's inboxes at risk to send emails to your invalid and conclude whether an email is a catch-all or not. So you get like way more leads. And mind you, if you use Listment, right, it starts at like $99 per month. But if you verify a bunch of these catch-alls, the really, really cool part of it is that you're going to basically get leads that nobody, sends emails to. It's like really, really, really awesome, right? And then, there's obviously the verified leads that I talked about previously, right? So these are all for unverified. So you have all this for unverified. You verify them using these tools. I recommend Listment. Of course, like I said, you get more leads out of it because it verifies catch-alls, which none of these do, these ones do. But if you're more like on a cost basis type of thing, you can use, one of these and just forget about the catch-alls. But Listment, like I said, will give you some really, really good leads. There's like a guy that's literally paying, $1,000 a month, $1,500 a month just to verify catch-alls because that's how powerful it can be. It's something you could do later on, but of course you have the money to invest in it. Definitely go with Listment. So verified lead databases are, in my personal opinion, the best just because, they're very, very easy to use. So you don't have to actually scrape a bunch of stuff and then put it through a verifier and then organize that in a CSV. You just go in and just get verified leads from this database, right? It's a little bit more expensive, but it's totally worth it. So if you have a little bit extra money to spend, Instantly Lead Finder, same one for the email sending software. They have a lead finder built into their system where you can use it. I pay $200 a month for like 10,000 leads. So if you go to Instantly Lead Finder, it's very simple. So you just log in, and then I'm going to show you a tutorial, basically a short tutorial on how to use Instantly. You're going to go to, let's say, for example, Chief Marketing Officer of, let's say, location of United States. Let's say your industry is animation, or I don't know, like let's say what's a good one? Graphic design, human resources, import, export. Maybe let's try import, export, okay? I guess there's no CMOs for that. Let's just see if there's any. Okay, so there's 32,000 results, global managing directors, general managers, presidents, etc. So you could just pick, the companies with 0 to 25 employees, and then the revenue with 0 to 10, or excuse me, we'll just do 1 to 10 million. Maybe they'll you'll have more qualified prospects. 1 to 10, definitely a longer sales cycle. So you have 2,000 leads here. Very, very simple. All you have to do is you just go here, you select first, 2,000, and then you just add that to whatever campaign that you want. So it's very, very easy to use. Add to campaign, you pick the campaign, and then that's it. So just like that, you verify, you actually upload the leads, and then within this system, it'll verify it for you. So now if I go to a campaign, and all my metrics here are messed up because like sometimes when you have leads in here, Instantly will kind of mess up this up. But you could see verified, and then it'll show you when the emails open and they're contacted, etc. So it's really, really cool. So yeah, I recommend using this. They also have a plan for $47 a month, so don't let the 197 scare you. But they're really, really good leads, and they have a bunch of niches, more than you can imagine. And yeah, so extra, by the way, rule of thumb: the more you pay for leads, the better it is. So just paying for, a good amount of money for really good leads means that most people are not going to spend that money to get that data, and that just means better for you, right? Because less people are going to have access to those leads, and they're going to get reached out to less, and the harder the data is to find, the better it is. So you can also, if you're tech savvy, can scrape certain websites and things like that and get emails and kind of farm the data that way. And it's really hard to find that data. I mean, it's not really actually difficult, but it takes some technical skills to do that. But if you're good at that, the better the data will be, because, for example, just kind of throwing one out there, if you know how to, let's say, scrape Facebook groups, then you'll be able to get, a Facebook group with all of your, the prospects in there, that your potential people that, want to buy your services, scrape all of that, put them in the email list. Obviously you have to verify them before you do that. So put it through a verifier like Listment, and then it will just verify everything for you. Okay. And then, you can email them, and now you have a bunch of leads in this cold email group that you're like, oh, I found you in this cold email group, and it's going to seem way more personalized and things like that. So the data that you get matters a lot. So this is just kind of a brief overview. Again, it's a crash course, so I don't want to go too in depth, right? But this is how to scrape unlimited B2B leads. And the next module, we will discuss setting up your first campaign. So we're going to go over to Instantly, actually how to set up your first campaign. It's going to be some very, very simple stuff. So I hope you pay attention. Peace out. I'll see you in the next module. So welcome to module 12. This is how to set up your Instantly email campaign. This is relatively the same for Smart Lead or Reach Inbox, and I'm not going to do a tutorial for all of them. So I'm going to do the one for Instantly because, again, it is one of the first email sending softwares that's come out, and a lot of the models that software and Reach Inbox use is from Instantly. So how to set up your Instantly email campaign. Okay, very, very simple stuff. I'm going to show you exactly how to set it up. General steps: you're going to want to upload your leads, write your sequences, and of course this sequences is going to be part of that copy module where you create your offer and do the spin tags and make sure that it's not, it's not going to get triggered by spam filters, etc. You're going to schedule a time. You're going to, send these emails weekdays only. That's what I recommend. And then you're going to have the correct warm-up settings in there, emails that are warm-up. It's going to be half and half, remember, of the inbox. And I'm going to show you how to configure all those settings. Start with 10 emails, increase by 2 per day, daily limit of 25, reply rate 100%, very aggressive warming, but it's going to be really good. Daily campaign limits, the ones that go to leads, 25 emails per day. So if you have an inbox that's sending 50, 25 is campaign, 25 is warm-up. The warm-up emails you send and the less campaign emails you send, the safer it is. So example, 35 warm-up emails and 15 campaign emails will be just much better for deliverability, because the warm-up, it kind of tricks the ESPs and they're like, okay, this person's getting really high engagement, right? So you never turn off warm-up ever, okay? It cuts down your sending, but helps you fly under the radar. Turn on custom tracking. This will, allow you to see, how many people open your email. Again, this is a metric that you want to use if you're a beginner. Later on, it won't matter as much. So if you know how many replies you're getting, the open rates and all that doesn't really matter, because it's predictable at some point. And it just hurts your deliverability overall to actually even include that custom tracking. For the open rates, etc. So turn on open rates if you're a beginner. Turn them on once you can predict reply rates, because open rates hurt your deliverability. The reason why is because open rates insert a hidden link in your email. So the more images, links, and stuff in your email, you obviously don't want to do that. It's a very, very important part. You don't want to, include anything crazy in there. So I'm keeping it simple. So now we'll go on to actually creating your Instantly campaign. So I'm going to just make a mock example of the campaign, and then we'll get right into it. So follow me to the next little cut, and then it's going to be, setting up the actual campaign on Instantly. So you have all your email accounts in here. I have Alexander at Scaling This Hard, Andrew at Scaling This Hard, and yeah, pretty simple stuff. You see the health score after a couple of weeks. You're gonna have a bunch of warm up emails in here, and some of them are gonna be low scores if you've been sending, but they should be at like relatively over 95, 98%, etc. for your health. And yeah, it's pretty simple from here. You're gonna want to just go to the actual campaign. So right here, you're gonna click campaign, add new. We'll just call it, test campaign, because I just wanna show you exactly how this works, okay? And then we're gonna add our leads. I'm gonna go to lead finder. I'm gonna include some, some just leads of like people in the United States, okay? And then I'm gonna put, boom, this industry, let's just put book or publishing maybe. Okay, media, entertainment, publishing. And then now I have 448,000 results. And let's just put like CMO, I don't know. See how many people I get in there. So 66, okay, not very good. I'll do just whatever, 448,000 employees. We're gonna do 25 to 100, 0 to 25. Revenue, we'll do 1 million to 10 million. And then now we have 23,000 people, okay? So now what you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna add these leads into your campaign. So here, boom, I'm gonna select the first, let's just say 3,000 results, okay? And boom, just like that, add to campaign. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna, for the sake of this, because I'm not gonna actually be emailing them, I don't wanna waste my credits. So add to campaign, boom, and then we're gonna do the test campaign. So this is gonna be the publishing offer that we have here. And just wait a few seconds for it to add all the contacts. It's gonna also verify them after it adds them. So, I'll cut when this is kind of done. It only takes a few seconds anyway, but I don't wanna have you sit here bored and waiting. So I just added the leads to the campaign. I'm gonna go over to campaigns, test campaign, leads. So you can see right here in verification queue, so it's actually verifying all of them for me right now. And you can see all the companies here, the contact, the website, the actual title of the person that I'm reaching out to. They have like all of their stuff. It's pretty awesome. Now you're gonna go over to your sequences, you're gonna write your email. So we're gonna just put quick question, okay? And then we're gonna just put first name, for example. So we're gonna use this for the spin tax, just like that, and then you're good to go. And then what I'll do is actually paste the email copy that we had previously from the previous module and just paste it here. So boom, I have my copy here of like the previous publishing copy that we had. And of course, you're gonna still go through the same steps of going on Mail Meteor, adding the spin tax, checking how many variations, and that's basically all you need to do. So now we have our first email here, and it's going to say quick question, first name. You can preview it here, and boom, you have like the first name of the prospect, and then it's going to say hi, good morning, howdy, hello. That's going to be the variation. So good morning, John. It's going to say good morning, John again here, howdy, John, and then it's going to do the spin tax for all of these. And of course, the more spin tax, the better. Again, we went through that in the previous module. This is just an example of how to actually set up the campaign part. So you can add a variant and A/B test the actual first email that you have, and then you can add a step here. So this is going to be the second email that it sends. Third email you're going to write. Again, You can have the same subject line, so you don't have to change anything here. And then again, same thing here. Step 3 and step 2, they're going to write, hi, John, by the way, just bumping this email up, etc. This is just a very high-level overview, again, of what to do. And then you're going to go over here to schedule, okay? And I'm going to actually save this before I lose everything. So you go over to schedule, and you're going to see the new schedule here, boom. And then I'm going to send from 9 to 6 p.m. Eastern time, Monday to Friday. That's what you're going to want to do. You're going to click save on that. Options. So now this is the part where it's going to be, just pay attention here, because might be a little bit confusing, but you'll get it. You'll get the hang of it. It's very, very easy. So accounts to use. So you're going to click all the accounts that are warming up, right? And then you're going to click, okay? And right here we have 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 emails. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 emails, okay? Stop sending emails on reply. So we don't want to obviously keep bombarding the prospect. Once they reply like, yes, I'm interested, we want to say, hey, did you see my last email? So you want to stop on a reply. Enable, okay? And then open tracking. You want to, enable this for the beginning, okay? Delivery optimization, send emails as text only. You don't want to include any images, links, etc. Obviously, when you check mark this, the open tracking is going to get disabled, but this is good for delivery optimization. For now, I'm just going to, just put, enable, and we're not going to optimize for delivery. So the daily limit, max numbers of emails to send per day for this campaign. So you're going to want to basically, what we talked about, 50 emails per day per campaign, but remember, 25 of them are warm up. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to put 7, right? We have 13 emails here. 13 times 25, okay? That's 325 emails. So that's going to be 325 emails that we want to send max per day with this campaign, okay? Sending pattern, you could just put, random minimum time, whatever, it doesn't really matter, okay? Max new leads, no limit of the max new leads per day. You're not gonna, do that. You're gonna prioritize new leads. So for example, we put 1,000 leads in there, if you remember, right? We put 1,000 leads, but we're only doing a daily limit of 325. So if I prioritize new leads, what it's gonna do is gonna just send, in the first 3 days, the 300, 300, 325, and it's going to finish the 1,000 leads that I put in there, for the first email. If you prioritize new leads, all of the leads that you put in there are going to get hit with that first email much quicker. Okay. Auto optimize AZ testing. You can do that if you like. I mean, you could do, track it on whatever metric that you want. Okay, provider matching, you're going to want to enable this, right? It's going to give you a deliverability boost, meaning, each provider is going to send to the same provider. Like if it's Google, it's going to be Google. If it's Outlook, it's going to be Outlook. In this case, we use Inframail, Azure, Microsoft. It's going to connect with other Microsoft and Azure, providers. So it's going to be better deliverability. You're going to want to stop campaign for the company on reply. That one, you shouldn't really care too much about that. Basically, it means that if you have like 5 leads in there and they're all from the same company, it's going to basically, if one person replies, it's going to stop sending for all 5 of them, which is, it's up to you if you want that. I don't recommend it. Okay. Insert unsubscribe link. You can insert this. This makes it basically so people can unsubscribe and they won't put you in spam. They'd rather put you in unsubscribe than spam. So it just makes it cooler or better, I guess, for you. Allow risky emails. You definitely don't want to send to any risky emails because that'll hurt your deliverability. If you send to these risky emails and it's not the purely verified ones, then you're going to end up, basically, bouncing your emails, and even just a 1 or 2% bounce rate can really hurt your domains and your deliverability. Okay. And then as far as CC, BCC, don't really worry about this. It's just like, the recipients to your emails and stuff like that. You don't have to worry about that. And then once you click save, you can launch and you're good to go. One more thing though, before the email accounts, right? You're going to want to have the proper warm-up settings, which we already discussed. But again, just to kind of go over it with you. Okay. Right here, we have settings. And you can see I have the first and last name that's going to be appropriate to this certain email address, okay? Account signature, this is up to you if you want an email signature. Daily campaign limit, okay? This one is going to be 25. So this address is going to send 25 campaign emails, okay? And it's not going to do any more than that, okay? Suggested warm-up limit right here. So in this case, it's going to be 25 because you don't want it to go over 25. Because if you do 25 warm-up, or like let's say 40 warm-up, and you have 25 campaign, now you're sending over 50 emails a day, which is not the best, right? So increase per day, you can leave this at like 1, 2, or 3. You can do aggressive sending if you want, like aggressive increase, which is like 4 per day or 3 per day. Just leave it at 1 or 2 if you're a beginner. This kind of something you have to play with. The reply rate here is going to be suggested 30, but we're going to put it at 100% reply rate, or you could put it at like 70, 80%, whichever you prefer, right? But you want to make it aggressive warming so you can have like really good human-like email inboxes. And then this custom tracking, it gets added during the Inframail email setup. You don't have to worry about that, but everything looks good to go here, and that's it. You're basically done. You save this. You do this for all your emails. So if you want to bulk edit this, you just put this here, and then you're going to do this for, the emails that you want. So you're going to just click edit, and then you'll be good to go. Right? So I hope you enjoyed this module and it makes a lot of sense and you are ready to just, basically send your first Instantly campaign. It's going to be pretty easy from here. You're literally just going to, click on that test campaign. You have the leads. You can see it's all verified here, right? Still, some of them are in verification queue. So just make sure to wait and make sure that they're verified. You have your sequences written out. You schedule it properly. You have the correct, accounts to use and everything. So this right here, like I said, this daily limit, it depends on the email accounts that you have in here. So if you have 50, it's going to be 50 times 25. If you have 10, it's going to be 10 times 25. Or if you want to do, less campaign emails, it could be times 15, times 10, whatever you want. And this daily limit, you're going to have to calculate. So it's going to be the accounts that you use multiplied by the amounts of emails you want to send for that inbox, the campaign email. So it could be 25 or less is what I recommend. So I hope this video makes sense. I hope you enjoyed. You're really almost done with the actual whole course, which is awesome. So the next module here is going to be inbox management and subsequences, which is not that difficult. So we're going to talk about this. I'm going to, leave it a mystery, but definitely the next one, you're going to want to tune into, because this is how you actually book the appointments using cold email. How, how fast your reply matters, the responses, handling objections, all that stuff matters. So enjoy this next module and peace out. Last module. Congratulations for literally finishing this. If you literally watched all the modules and you're at the last one right now, I commend you. It's difficult to sit through a course, but again, this is a crash course. There's some crazy courses out there that are like 200, 300, 500 hours. I wanted to make this super short, make it very punchy so you can take action on it. Okay. Now we're going to talk about inbox management. What this means is when you are managing your replies, managing your inbox, when it comes to here, so right here on Instantly, and the same thing for Reach Inbox or Smart Lead, whatever, Unibox, you have all of these replies here, and you want to manage the positive responses, the negative responses, how to move someone, to a call, what to do when someone objects, right? All these things matter a lot. So the first thing with inbox management, there's a few things that are very, very important. The number one is the response time. So keeping replies within 3 to 7 minutes is insanely important. So you need to really, really check, if you're doing the inbox management yourself, at least check every hour for replies and make sure you're replying on time. If you can afford an inbox manager, which could be anywhere from $300 to $400 a month, then they can reply as soon as an email comes, and you can track that metric with Airtable or something like that, or just simply by the time that they respond, just kind of track it manually, and you'll know. So responses sent within hours or days have significantly less chance in booking a call. Okay, it's just the way that it is, right? So if you reply, it's like a text, right? If someone super quickly replies to you, you're just super quickly going to reply back. But if you send them a message and then they text you the next morning or the next day, you're like, oh, I'm at the gym, whatever, I'll just respond to them later. It's just the way the human psyche is. Okay. Second thing, you want to keep your emails short. Keep emails 150 words or less. This gives you a much higher chance of the prospect reading your email and replying, and also your replies. Just in general, when you're trying to get more and more replies, you want to keep them short, okay? And just always push for a call. Never say the price. Do not discuss price during the conversation. You can give ranges, but always push for a call. Example, let's say, what is the price? Response, the price range is custom per client because we have different services we deliver. We have brands that pay $40K per month and our lowest is $2.5K per month. Would you be open to a call to discuss your situation more specifically? Okay? Push for the call. So call leads with a positive response to boost call booking rate. So now this is the really, 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 really important part of cold email that is so underrated. This will literally put you, I kid you not, over 99.9999% of cold emailers if you just call leads the ones that have a positive response. When I was doing that, back when I had my solar agency, right? I would literally send so many emails and I would get positive replies and those people would not end up booking. And then as soon as I call them, that day or the next day, and I say, hey, you were interested in my cold email. Oh, by the way, I was so busy. Sorry, I didn't get back to you. And then you kind of have a short conversation with them, 5 to 6 minutes, and they end up booking in a call. You book it in manually on your computer and then you're good to go, right? You call leads with a positive response to boost your call booking rate. You can receive 20 positive replies and book 2 to 4 calls, right? Through the cold email, system. And if you call the rest of the 14 to 16 leads that, you can easily book in another 5 to 10 calls because you humanize yourself. They're actually you can receive 20 positive replies and book 2 to 4 calls out of that with cold email, just like by just, writing them emails, right? But you can call the rest of 14 to 16 positive, leads that you have from the positive response, and you can easily book in another 5 to 10 calls because you humanize yourself when you get on the phone. So then now they're putting a voice to this cold email. It's kind of like, one of my friends, one of his methods before he goes on a date, he would get, basically, hook up with girls on Tinder and stuff like that. And he would, basically message them on Tinder. And then the thing is, he would notice, okay, we'll go on a date on Friday, but then they'll never show up to the date, or they'll like ghost him like midweek. But what he did was like on a Wednesday or on a Tuesday, if you hooked up with them on Monday, like on Tinder, for example, not in real life, then on Wednesday or something, he would literally just call them and be like, hey, can I get 5 minutes to call you? And then he'll call them, rizz them up a little bit, whatever, and use his game. And because they like see that he's not weird and he's holding a conversation and stuff like that, they're more excited to go on the date on Friday, right? Just kind of basic kind of little story that I'm throwing in there. It's the last module. I'm kind of getting tired. I just sat here filming this all day for you guys. But anyways, call the leads, call the positive responses. Their number is going to show up because they have the email signature. Call the business, right? You can literally just look up their business, call the business. And yeah, so peace out. I hope you enjoyed this cold email course and it gave you a lot of value. You just went through all the 13 modules, and I hope you get a lot out of this because I worked hard to make this really, really good for you. I know I didn't go super, super in depth with everything, but I wanted to show you exactly a high-level overview, and I did still go in depth in a lot of them. I just wanted to make it short and punchy so you take action. And yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this cold email crash course. I hope you sign up with Inframail, Instantly, Smartly, all these different tools, and you skyrocket your cold email outreach. And I want to actually show you one more thing before you go to let you know how awesome cold email is. So just a sneak peek here, right? Acquisition channels, to get, clients. Cold email is by far the best one in my opinion, right? The cost, scalability, lead targeting, time and energy of all these acquisition channels. I'm just going to name a few of them. I'm doing paid ads right now. I've done cold outreach. I've done content. I've done cold calling. I've done cold email, all of them that you can think of under the sun, right? And I just want to break it down in a logical way why you should use cold email, okay? After you've watched this whole course, you probably haven't taken action yet, but I want to show you why you should actually set this system up, okay? So cold email, the cost is number one, very low. You're paying for a couple of softwares. You're paying for domains. That's like a yearly cost, a yearly investment, and you're good, right? Scalability, very easy. The more domains you get, the more inboxes you create. That's it. You literally scale from 1,000 emails a day to 2,000 emails a day to 5,000 emails a day to 10,000 emails a day. Awesome stuff, okay? Lead targeting, pretty high because you can scrape the data from all these different tools that I've mentioned, and it's very, very good targeting. If you want solar business owners, you're going to get solar CEO business owners. You could see that their roles are there. Time and energy is also low. Once you set up the system, it just sends emails, and then you just manage the inbox. You just reply to people, boom, 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 and then you're good, right? With paid ads, I spend $6,000 a month right now on paid ads, not like a crazy amount. It's $200 a day, right? And cost is very high. We're paying $6,000, which is very high, right? Scalability, definitely very easy. Lead targeting is very, very high because it's like, AI powered. The Google and Facebook is kind of picking the data for me, the people that opt in and trying to find lookalikes, etc. And time and energy is also kind of low, right? Because, once I scale the system, it's pretty easy to manage. Cold outreach, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, it's free. But scalability is very hard because you can only send like 20, 30, 40 messages per day once you warm it up. You can do like 50. It takes like a month or two to warm up. And then lead targeting is kind of medium. You have to find people in groups and stuff like that. And some of them might be like the wrong people in there or whatever. So you have to, targeting's kind of like, Time and energy, very high because you have to do everything manually. There is really no automation to do that, that works very well. Same thing with content. Content, again, is free. Scalability, very hard. I mean, you have to actually produce the content. You have to write the stuff. And, even if you want to scale it with like a team, that's going to cost you a lot of money, right? But just even without that, let's just say the cost is free. You're doing it yourself. Scaling it is pretty hard. Making a video, editing, all that stuff, doing it, on a weekly basis is not a very easy thing to do, right? Another one, lead targeting. It's very, very low because, anyone can watch your video. Of course, you can make it niche based on your content, but, it's going to be low until you actually get subscribers and get likes and get engagement, etc. And time and energy, again, very high. You have to script things, film things, edit things. It's a tough stuff. I've done that before, right? And I'm still doing that, Even with this course itself, it took me a long time to put this together. It took me like a couple months of working on it on and off, 2 to 3 months of working on it on and off. I could have done it, of course, in a shorter amount of time, but I didn't really know how to make a course. It was just, whatever. Anyways, cold calling. Cost free again, but scalability is hard because you can only call one person at once. I can only like call like 100 times a day, 200 times a day, whatever. Maybe with cold email, I could literally do like 10,000 emails a day, right? Lead targeting, medium, you're going to call a bunch of businesses, but phone numbers are very hard to find. And if you're, let's say, doing it on Google Maps, like, you know, the phone number that you're getting is like going to be like the front desk of an office, and it's just going to kind of suck because you have to like push through to the CEO. It's like very, very hard to do, you know, if you don't have like extensive experience in cold calling, or you've done it for a long time. And again, it's like a nerve-wracking experience. It's something that I hated doing, even though I was in sales for a long time. And then time and energy, very, very high, because cold calling, you know, again, you're doing hours and hours and hours of banging the phone, calling the phone over and over and over and over again. But anyways, I hope this kind of gives you an idea, because I've literally done all of these things. Cold email is by far the best one. You know, it takes some time to set up. It takes some effort. I'm not going to say it's like the easiest thing to do in the beginning, but once you learn it, it's the most scalable, cost-effective, highly targeted, and just saves you the most time and energy. So I hope you enjoyed this module. Again, congratulations if you finished it. It's going to be awesome. Again, thank you for watching this video, taking the time to actually go through it. Even if one person has watched this in full, it's really awesome. It's a blessing. And if you're that person, I really appreciate your time. Like literally, you don't even understand how much that means to me. It means a lot, and I'm glad that I can even be, you know, not even an ounce, but like a little drop in your success. Even, you know, if it's like a cup full of water, if I could just be a little drop, or even a tiny little whatever, you know, to your success, I'm glad that I could do it with any one of these modules. So thank you again for watching the video, and peace out.